GD Vicarja for Gate Fáilte, welcome back to our second video on Ghrá-sa, a poem by Nuala Ní Dhomhnaill. We're going to go through verse number 2, very quick, lovely short video. Let's get you started and through the material on this. So the first thing is, we know that the man is not good looking. She made that abundantly clear in verse number 2, or verse number 1. So let's have a look again at how not good looking he is in verse number 2. Do you see this word here, fógraíonn an fille? I'm going to get you to underline that because this is the word for announces. We can use this in all of our poetry. So fógraíonn an fille, the poet announces nav áilleacht an the ugliness of the man. If you feel like you can add on a little bit more to the rest of this sentence, I would definitely put in arda cinnis a gutha at the top of her lungs, at the top of her voice. So she announces at the top of her voice, this man's not good looking. Another nice phrase that we get to use in all of the poetry, leibh níos divne, on a deeper reading, on a deeper look. So again, we can throw that word around our poetry course. We have the phrase here, Ghrá. So tá an fille, the poet is Ghrá, the poet's saying. So tá an fille Ghrá, nach bhfuil a leanán taranteach, that her lover is not, nach bhfuil a leanán, that her lover is not taranteach, attractive. Savalach nósfer, in the traditional manner, Savalach nósfer. Cosúil le, like, similar to, so cosúil le. Níl an fear, the man is not. Níl an fear, the man is not. Cosúil le, like. Now what is he not like? He is not like nonini, daisies. Now I'm going to add in a couple of words. Nonini bioga, small daisies. Nonini bioga bána, I'm going to add in the word white, small daisies. And I'm going to add in that word that I love in Irish, it's the word glóite. Glóite sounds exactly what it kind of should be. It's the word for cute. So he's not like cute little white daisies. And then the phrase ach an ard just means either. Now, ná ligamísh chun jarmad, we're going to use this an awful lot, especially when it comes to the essays. So ná ligamísh chun jarmad let's not forget, let us not forget, gur fiali iad na nónini, that daisies are weeds. So we know that the word fiali is the word for weeds, so that daisies are weeds. Má tá an fille caint faoin na Ghrá Geal. I'm going to bring you for this part here straight away, faoin na Ghrá Geal, which means about her true love, faoin na Ghrá Geal. And then the first part of that sentence then is má, if. So má tá an fille, if the poet is a caint talking faoin na Ghrá Geal, about her true love, about her one true love, and daisies, bé si a caint faoin na was. Now faoin na was means about his debt. So bé si a caint faoin na was, she will be talking about his debt. The only time that Nuala Ní Dhomhnaill can bring daisies into this, and don't forget daisies are weeds, the only time she can actually bring some sort of nature into a descriptive element with her partner is when he's dead. That's the only time nature would ever be caught dead near him. That's the only time nature would ever be anywhere near him. So she'll be talking about his debt. Ní faoin na aig, not about his face. So ní faoin na aig. We've got a couple of parts that we can add in as well, so if you feel like you can add on a little bit more, folks, by all means. Let's go for the first part here. Ní osach fiali, weeds would not grow. Ní osach fiali, weeds would not grow. Os a chorp, out of his body. Is achlum, that's a really nice phrase to actually have. I'm going to get you to underline that for me actually while we're here, because I think we're going to use it in a couple of other parts of our course as well. Is achlum means I find it weird, I find it bizarre, or I find it strange. Is achlum go luan an fille, that the poet mentions. Boss, debt. So Nuala Ní Dhomhnaill has opened up this poem, this love poem, on a negative note, saying my love is not like a flower, níl mo Ghrá-sa. And now she goes on to verse number 2 and she's bringing in debt. This is the most unloved love poem ever. So is achlum, I find it bizarre, go luan an fille, that the poet mentions, boss, that she mentions debt, and then it go hicks an Ghrá, in the context of love. It's supposed to be a love poem, but she's talking about debt. And a phrase I think we've been seeing this quite often If you're following the videos in order, you'll definitely have seen it, but if you're jumping around, that's fine, that's no bother, you're doing bits and pieces, that's grand. But you see this expression, Tháinig sé near dúirt, that means it caught me by surprise. I've got this for you in your orals, I've got this for you in your essays, your poems, and your stories, and your literary questions. So it caught me by surprise. Nuair a lé mé an ábhairt, when I read the statement, when I read the sentence. Actually, I have this in Ghrá-sa, in Colscar is where I said, because when we get to the end where it says that they separated, I said it catches me by surprise when I read that statement. So I'm using this in lots of other parts of our course. Right, let's go on. A kaint fui was, talking about debt. A kaint fui was, so talking about debt. But look at the first part that I have highlighted for you here in yellow. Cé go bhfuil she. I love these phrases because they really add a little naturalness to your Irish. Cé go bhfuil she means even though she is. Cé go bhfuil she, even though she is. A kaint fui was, talking about debt. Sheelam, I think. Go bhfuil she, that it is. Go bhfuil she, that it is. An a granver. Very funny. So tá sé an a granver. It's very funny. Go bhfuil. No nini. That there are daisies. So go bhfuil no nini. That there are daisies. Ag fós os a chluasa, growing from his ears. Have a look at that last statement, folks. Irish and English are very, very similar. Irish and English only differ in 3 times in terms of their structure and word order. Look at this. Ag fós, growing, os, from, a, his, and chluasa, ears. Same exact structure as English. So don't let Irish be intimidating to you at all. Right, lovely short video. I'm going to have an even shorter video for verse 3, verse 4 and verse 5. So follow me over then and we'll get you done and dusted very, very quickly on these videos. A chairde, go to míle mágah, slán.